Is tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Botanically speaking, because tomatoes form from a flower and have seeds, it's a fruit. And yet, from a culinary and legal standpoint, it's a vegetable due to its savory taste. So, a tomato is both. Yay! Now you can use this information to make family reunions a little less heated. But what does this have to do with the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics? Well, if you think of the tomato as a quantum particle, it is in superposition because it exists in multiple states at once. Its wave function is a mathematical representation of all the states, and we can use the Schrödinger equation to predict the system's behavior. The Copenhagen interpretation, a popular interpretation of quantum mechanics, states that quantum particles obey the Schrödinger equation until you take a measurement. This collapses the wave function and forces the particle to choose a state. Hugh Everett disagreed with this collapse and theorized that the particle follows the Schrödinger equation exactly, and all states of the particle exist, just in different worlds.
Pause. The multiverse exists? Does that mean? Supergirl, wait up! Whoa, was that the Flash? Could actually happen?
Not exactly. Decoherence is when you lose information about the system that prevents contact between and knowledge of the other world. According to the MWI, branches split by decoherence whenever a quantum system in superposition becomes entangled with its environment. Let's leave the tomato behind for a minute and see this in action using the thought experiment of Schrödinger's cat. A cat is sealed in a hypothetical box with an apparatus attached to a radioactive atom. If the atom decays in 1 hour, the contraption goes off and releases a poison that kills the cat. If the atom does not decay, the contraption does not move and the cat stays alive. Until a measurement takes place, like you opening the box, the cat exists in a superposition of both states, both dead and alive. This quantum system will interact with its environment and become entangled. At that moment, decoherence occurs and the world split.
Everett himself likens a split to an amoeba, in which there is no lifeline, only a life tree. Because even though the other versions of you may share a past self, you will not share the same future self. This means that there's truly only one you, even though there might be others who share your face. And now there are two worlds. Both outcomes occurred, but you're only aware of the one that you're living in right now. Cool, right? And new worlds are being created all the time. You have radioactive atomic nuclei in your body that decay around 5,000 times a second. This superposition becomes entangled with its environment, creating new branches. This means that the world may never know just how many worlds are out there. But where does this leave our tomato? Well, similar to the many worlds interpretation, the state of the tomato depends on which world it's in. In the world of botany, it is a fruit, and in the world of culinary arts, it is a vegetable. Despite this, the tomato will continue to exist as both simultaneously in each of the many worlds.